Good afternoon. I'm Clint. It's February 2nd, and we're here to tell you guys Happy Groundhog's Day. So I'm here with Galen, Kelley, and Nolan. Hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So I know that Galen and I and Nolan all grew up in Western Pennsylvania. We're about a half an hour from Punxsutawney, so I'm pretty sure everyone has probably seen, or anyone over like 25 has seen the movie Groundhog's Day and has gotten to watch that. And I don't know, Kelley, I know where you live, you guys didn't have the groundhog's meat chili tradition growing up, right?
No. The alligator meat.
Alligator
Yeah.
meat.
Alligator
Okay.
chili.
Do you guys have an alligator's day?
Right? No. It wasn't.
You guys still celebrate Groundhog's Day then?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Okay. And that was in Florida,
Yes.
where you grew up.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to teach Kelley today about groundhog's meat, which is actually a very nice mixture of beef and pork. And Galen, why don't you go ahead and start things with it? So in Western Pennsylvania, we make a lot of chili. At least I do. Chili is probably one of my favorite things to make. So we thought it would be fun to make chili with you guys today. So right now, Galen is cooking a mixture of beef and a mixture of pork. It's about a 50-50 mixture. We're cooking about 4 pounds of meat altogether, which is a lot. I like my meaty chili. Yeah,
You like your meaty chili?
my chili meaty, right? So, Nolan, let's have you cut the onions too. So Nolan, how was your trip to Ohio this week?
It was good. I'm going back tomorrow.
What? How long are you going to be gone for?
About 4 days.
That's exciting.
In Ohio. Saturday to Tuesday, and then I come back Wednesday morning.
Do you know how to cut an onion?
Yeah, I've done it.
When?
A couple years ago.
A couple years ago. Who was it for?
It was in Comac. Comac.
So he had a class on it.
I didn't do a very good job.
He got a C,
Where
but
do I go?
So here, I'll show you. So can I show you how to cut an onion too? Right? Cut it like this, and then cut it this way, and then turn it and cut it this way while you hold it. Okay. So, in our chili, we're going to have a mixture of onions. I can keep it moving. Okay. Onions, green peppers. How are you doing on that cutting there? Can we get a zoom in on this? On his.
I think he's feeling the pressure.
I am. I feel like I'm not very good at this.
Well, it's not as expertly cut as whoever did the rest of those in there.
I wonder who that was.
So you were in Ohio this week, Nolan. That was good, right?
Yeah, I like Ohio.
How many hours were you in your car?
1,200 miles.
1,200 miles. Nice. So that's good. So if you are in Ohio, Nolan will be back out there, what, next week?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Nice. Working on the weekend. Good. It's about time somebody does, right?
I have to work tomorrow too.
Oh, you do too?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm off. If anybody wants to make plans.
Did I cut the other half too?
Yeah, just the one half is good. Yeah, do the other half, sure.
Okay.
Wait. I'll have to hold it together, remember? And then,
Which way? This way?
you're doing it right, just, you're not,
Just don't let it slide off.
yeah. Very particular about how my onions get cut. Galen is always the meat masher. You're always the one who takes care of the meats.
Kelley, you just look terrified.
Well, I'm just worried you're going to cut your finger. You
Then I can't type
get
in the
really
keyboard.
gets really close to the thumb. Makes me nervous. That's the mother in me.
Yeah. Don't cut yourself. Our workers' comp policy lapsed. So we have the onion, right? Which we'll put this to the side. I don't know how I'm going to put it all in here, but you did a so-so job of cutting the onions, Nolan. We'll let you pass, I guess.
I'm sure it'll still be good.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Hopefully. Am I cutting the pepper?
It can't be any worse than the snickerdoodle cookies that had pine tree in them. Yeah. We gave those to Brunzies, though. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't notice until we were handing them to them. So, we're also going to cut the green pepper. You can go sit down, Nolan, if you'd
You're
like.
done.
Have a seat. Your skills have helped us out. We'll have Kelley cut a green onion for us. Kelley, what's your favorite recipe to make in the wintertime?
I like to make chili too. And stuffed peppers.
Okay. I also like stuffed peppers.
I like cold chili from the refrigerator at 1 in the morning. That's my favorite kind of
Oh,
chili.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had cold chili.
Neither have I.
Not sure how I feel about that.
He also wonders why he eats a whole thing of Tums in a week.
Gotta explain it.
So,
The cold chili at 1 in the morning might
Make something.
use
did
half
you
of
think
it.
yesterday when you woke up today you'd be on a cooking show?
I did not,
Really? Because I told you yesterday.
but not when I woke up.
Oh.
You told me after I was already awake.
No, I mean today when you
Oh,
woke up.
today when I woke up.
Do you think that
yeah.
you were going to be on a cooking show?
I didn't know I was going to be on.
On an
didn't know I
amateur
was-
cooking show?
I didn't know I was going on live
Um,
until Michelle came upstairs and told me.
oh, good. You didn't?
No,
I
No,
don't
well,
know
at least-
about amateur. This
least you were
chili is pretty good.
Something nice, right?
I always
look
wear
good.
something nice.
I know it wasn't,
I'm not like Nolan. I wear nice clothes to work.
right?
Okay. I think I have good fashion.
You just asked us if your socks match your shoes.
He did. If he's allowed to wear gray socks.
Do they?
I don't know. Let's ask the camera. What do you guys think? Do these
think.
socks work? Yeah.
Can we put a voting button on
Getting
there?
a resounding no.
So I like to make chili because it's easy. I can make it all in one pan. And I'm going to also try to make it today for everyone in under half an hour.
Sorry, good.
I want to get rid of those little
I
seeds
think I
on
did
there.
a
Oh,
better
yeah.
job cutting, Kelley.
Hmm?
I think I did a better job.
Probably.
It's really hard to cut stuff on here because it's so low.
You got to get your fingers closer.
Yeah, no.
Do we have any comments? Anybody watching? One person watching? Hello, Ashley.
Is that the one that's watching?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even the moms have tuned out, I guess.
Dan was supposed to be on. Whatever.
The meat's looking pretty good. It still needs about...
I make my chili in the crock pot.
Really?
Yeah.
So our chili today is going to have a mixture of onions and peppers in it. I like to use Spanish onions that are white Spanish, or white onions, not Spanish onions, to stick in with the theme of chili. I like to use green onions as well, or green peppers in it as well, so that it adds a little bit of color to the chili. It's not all red. I don't like to use a red pepper in my chili.
Are you going to attach your recipe when we're done to the video?
Yeah, we're going to put a recipe in the video as well.
It's not a
the
secret
chili.
family recipe.
Nope.
Well,
And I actually kind of just wing it. Yeah.
the reason that I eat
So
chili
you did
at
a
1
really
o'clock
good
in the
job
morning
cutting
is
up
'cause
the.
it's good.
Aw,
So look,
thanks.
Kelley's perfectly squared. Perfectly squared.
How do they
So.
compare to mine?
Better, for sure.
They're better than
Yeah,
yours.
they're definitely an improvement from yours, Nolan.
Sorry,
Why
Nolan.
did mine quicker?
Well, I'm on a blood thinner, so I have to be more careful with the knife than you do. So everybody wants to know that. I'm sure. Now everyone's informed.
So, the other things that we're going to put in the chili is the spices, right? We should go over those too. So I put about a half a cup of flour in it as well to the spices. And I typically mix all of the spices together before we put it in. Once Galen's done cooking the meat, we put them in there. I do a mixture of flour, garlic powder. This is oregano, basil, and parsley, right? About a third, a third, and a third of all three. Cumin. I do a lot of chili powder in mine. I like mine a little bit spicy. And then the last thing that I add is a combination of chipotle powder and crushed red pepper. I like to use the chipotle powder to add a smoky flavor to the chili. I also like to be bougie. And I also put in some garlic stir-in paste because it's right next to the chili pepper in the grocery aisle, and I figured I would bring it too. So, how's the meat coming, Galen?
It's coming good. I just need a couple more minutes.
Okay.
You want me to drain it?
Yeah. So one of the things that we'll do as well is we will cook the groundhog meat, which is a mixture as well. We're not actually cooking groundhog meat. It's a mixture of beef and pork. And you can use that if your local grocer does not carry groundhog meat. So, yeah.
Are there any grocers that do carry groundhog meat?
If they are, they're probably in Punxsutawney.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're located about an hour, or not an hour, about 30 minutes from Punxsutawney. So it's kind of neat. We have people that come in from all over the place, and they always ask us, oh, do you know about Punxsutawney? So I don't know, Amy, if you're watching, one of our friends from Detroit, Amy, went up and wanted to see Punxsutawney Phil whenever they come in here from Detroit. We just think that it's Punxsutawney, you know, it's not that big of a deal.
When I first moved up, I went, my mom took us to the library. Punxsy Phil lived in the glass cage thing at the library. I thought that was pretty neat. I did want to go see him.
I like driving through Punxsutawney and seeing all the different groundhog statues. They're about this tall, and they have one that's the Statue of Liberty I can
Right.
think of. And what else do they have?
There's one that's like all different colors.
A firefighter.
So we're going to eat some chili today before the end of the day at our office, which is going to be exciting. I really like chili.
It's a good day for chili.
Yeah. It's cold out, too.
It's,
I always make so much chili that I actually end up giving it away, too.
okay.
Yeah. And there's enough chili in here, so we're all going to have to take chili home today because I don't want to have a huge thing of it at home.
We're having quesadillas for dinners. Chili and quesadillas both
Ooh.
go together.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can eat both.
What do you put in your quesadillas?
I don't know, Dan's making them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Authentic.
Right.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Yeah. So Galen has the meat pretty much
Probably good.
browned.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and drain it very quickly. Get rid of all of the gross animal fat.
Now, are you just putting it down the drain?
What's that?
Are you just putting it down the drain?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
That's what I do too.
yeah.
I get in trouble for it.
I don't think I'm supposed to,
No, you're
but
not supposed to, I guess.
Dan likes the authentic.
nice. I was going to say that we have, hold on. So what were we just talking about?
The oil, the
Oil
grease.
down the
Going
drain.
down the drain. I don't think you're supposed to.
I don't think so either.
My
but
dad would yell at me if I did
I
it.
get in trouble at home too. But I do it anyway when no one's looking.
So I like to drain out all of the animal fat into the sink and then replace it with Paula Deen approved butter. So in the very beginning,
Yep.
you're done.
Okay.
So Galen's a good meat masher, but other than that, he'll go off page and ruin a recipe in under 2 minutes if you don't pay attention.
Good job.
I'm not
So-
a big cooker.
The first thing we're going to do is going to put in the onions and the peppers and let those cook down with some butter. We're going to use the same pan that we cooked all of the meat in as well so that we can keep the meat into the pan and use the same pan. That way any bits or any flavor that's in the pan stays in there. So we have the onions going now. We'll put the peppers in there in just a second. One of the things that I also did earlier was made a little bit of rice as well. Some people like their stuff with, it does clog the drain. You're right, Dan, it does clog the drain. So luckily we rent, so just
We don't rent.
from ourselves. We rent from ourselves. So I also made some rice as well earlier. I like to use just the basmati rice because it comes in the really cool bag at the Walmarts. So we're going to actually be serving groundhog chili con carne, right? Ooh, fancy.
Nice. Yeah.
So, Nolan, what do you cook at home?
I use my air fryer.
Yeah,
About it.
you use an air fryer. So anybody that doesn't know us at our office, we got an air fryer from my mother for Christmas, and we've been using it at our office to make chicken because we're all kind of on a diet. We've all been trying to eat relatively
Right.
healthy
Yeah.
since the beginning of the year. So the
I was proud of myself. I've gone 2 whole days without touching any more of the cookies.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Terry Roddy's
Terry
cookies.
Roddy.
Yes, they're so
Right.
good.
Uh,
They call to me.
That-
I didn't get
that-
you your present this weekend.
They do look delicious.
They are they are really good.
Yeah.
But I'm 2 days cookie free.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. So we have some room here now too.
So much more room for
Yeah.
activities.
For activities, what should we do? Nolan, do something fun.
Go like wrestle.
Look what I can do.
Wrestling moves.
Let's see how many push-ups you can do, Nolan.
Yeah.
4.
Probably a lot. Do you want to have
Oh.
a contest?
That'd be so
No.
funny.
Really?
No, I'm not going to do a push-up
Gift card?
contest right now.
Or a gift
For a
card.
gift card. No, but you could just do push-ups if you want.
See how
Earn
many,
your chili.
earn your chili.
What's
Work
the
it
best?
off.
How many do you think I can do?
I bet you can do 25 without stopping.
What do
I
think,
bet you
Clint?
can do 75 without stopping.
36.
I was gonna say 37.
And
gonna
we're
go
even
with
having an impromptu
He
push-up
can do
competition.
45. It's as old as he is.
Wait.
Just turn down his mic. Wait, what are good?
Yeah,
you don't
so
have to hear him breathe heavy.
Breathing heavy.
Who's going to count?
I'll count.
There's a lot of us here. We'll
I was a
count.
math teacher.
Yeah.
I can count.
So now we're also having Nolan do push-ups. Can you get that on the camera?
Are you counting?
Anybody counting?
26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
You added some.
His face is starting to get flush.
What's the blood pressure?
All right. Just let him keep going. It's boring. You don't have to film him anymore, though.
Right.
Just let him
Just
keep
let
going.
him keep going. That's so funny. So, Nolan, how many on?
I don't know.
Who's counting here?
Ashley.
80.
All right.
So I won.
You're definitely going to burn that chili off now.
Good job, Nolan. I won.
89.
Right? Good job. Right? That's funny. So he did 89. So that means I won.
Yeah.
Right. You got
Out of
close
this,
without
I'm the
going
winner.
over.
Sure.
You are the winner.
Yeah.
Predicted it.
With
You
8.
win a bowl of chili.
I win a bowl of chili. So guys, I did put, while Nolan was doing push-ups for our viewing pleasure, I did put the green peppers into the chili. So right now I'm sauteing green peppers and onions.
It smells good.
Well, how many did I do?
It does.
89, she said.
I didn't know I was hungry until now.
What I like to do is cook the green onions, or the onions and the green peppers, and then mix the spices and the flour into it once I put the meat back in. So it kind of creates a seasoned base. So funny.
Yeah,
Dan
I
says,
thought-
get your knees off the floor.
I thought the same thing. He was doing girly push-ups. He doesn't even go all the way down and all the way
His
back
knees
up.
on the
But
floor.
My knees are not on
I'll
the
just
floor.
pretend it's because his, he
Guys,
has
I do
these, like-
half reps with everything. I like to.
so it's half
Yeah.
half a
Nolan's
push-up.
getting all upset. Someone's
Dan,
calling him out on
right?
push-up quality.
Dan, who could do
Cyber
4,
bullied.
right?
Yeah.
Getting cyberbullied.
Cyberbullied. Dan, what it
fun.
was that computer muscles?
So what else happened last week? You know what I was thinking? The other thing that would be exciting too. Whenever we do these videos, have you guys seen the John Oliver, whatever, last week tonight, where he reviews the whole week of like news in one
Oh,
night?
yeah.
Kind of the same thing, you know. So last week we were featured. I was featured in an article for USA Weekly
Yeah.
about social media, which is awesome.
It was a good
Yeah.
article.
Good article.
So if you guys don't get the chance, I know that if you would have proofread it, I would have had less commas in my one comment. I was reading it. I'm like, wow, I really put a lot of commas in this sentence.
You like to breathe a lot when you write.
Yeah, it's very
Post it
dramatic.
If anybody wants to read it.
Yeah, and it's posted on our Facebook page. It's probably one of the last couple posts. If you guys want to check it out, it's about things that you should do in social media in 2018.
What's the general idea behind it?
So generally, I would say that you want to. So the questions that were in it, the one question that I think is most important was, what do you think is a underused thing of social media, an underused platform, which I think YouTube is underutilized, and that whenever you utilize YouTube correctly, it can help influence and improve your Google search results. So, and your SEO, and that's all done through, and it all ties together with Google. So I think that YouTube is one of the things that people should make sure that they're using, which I don't really necessarily mean to do nothing but create marketing videos. But if you are creating videos and you haven't put them on YouTube, you should be.
Yeah.
So we actually had an awesome client find us, right? A client found us on YouTube, right?
Yeah, that was last week.
So it's definitely important to put your videos, if you have them, onto YouTube. So we have a great YouTube channel. If you guys haven't taken the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, there's only a dozen of us. So head on over, hit subscribe, and that way you'll get a notice every time we do a video. So we actually take our Facebook Live videos and put them on there too every week. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
What'd you think of your week last week? I know it was a
Good
lot
week.
of driving.
No, I liked it. It was a good week.
Next week will be even better.
Because I'm not here.
Right, right. There will be 3 whole days without Nolan.
So I am going to add in some chili paste now while it's cooking, and start adding the spices in.
This is my favorite part.
Not the meat mashing.
Well, this paste, it makes a really good difference. We tried it for the first time last time you made chili, and I liked it a whole
Yeah.
lot.
You do a lot more to your chili than I do. I buy the pre-mixed, like
Chili packet.
the like jar of stuff that's like has all the seasonings. Yeah. So. Oh,
I like to do mine from scratch.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
My-
let somebody else do the scratching part.
Dan again.
Usually, yeah. He
But-
makes stuff from scratch.
When I was growing up, my mother would always use the chili packets. Do you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
McCormick's chili packets. There's always like the same chili every time, you know? I like to change it up and do, try to do as much fresh stuff as possible. But I also sometimes ruin it and make it really, really spicy. So,
That's what the sour cream's for.
yeah. Yep.
Gail and I will be sharing the Tums later.
Oh, we don't have any. We're out.
Oh, good.
He ate them all.
I have some at home.
Well, if I'm working all day and then I come home at like 8, even 9, 10 o'clock at night, you know, and you eat something, if it's spicy, you're going to have a little bit of issue.
Pay for it
No matter
later.
what.
So right now I'm adding in all of our spices and the flour, the chili powder, the combination of basil, oregano, and parsley, and cumin to give it that chili flavor. So now on the stove I have our peppers and our onions cooking together with all of our spices and our flour. I'm also going to mix the meat back in now. Throw a little bit of it on the floor.
He's a little messy when he cooks.
I cook.
Cook big.
Yeah. So
I'm getting hungry.
I know.
More and
That
more.
really smells good. It's too bad there's not 4D live smell-o-vision. Yeah.
What do you think this would actually feed the amount that you're making?
a small soup kitchen. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So inside of the mixture also, next I'm going to put in crushed tomatoes.
Do you have a special brand?
I usually try to find the one that is not the store brand. I don't know. These were a brand that I haven't gotten before. I don't care as long as it's not the store brand.
Yeah.
So I do a combination of diced tomatoes. So I did about 2 of the larger cans of diced tomatoes, 2 of the larger cans of the crushed tomatoes, and then also 2 cans of tomato sauce at the end.
You don't put paste in yours, right?
I do not.
Do you put paste in yours?
Yes.
Galen doesn't like paste in chili.
I guess I don't.
Yes. You ate my chili. Remember at the thing I left you some, unless you just took it and threw it
He
out.
doesn't remember
That's fine.
because it wasn't memorable. He said.
I do remember a little
It was
bit.
so good he was afraid he would never be able to taste it again, so he blocked it from his memory.
He's been asking me. He's like, "Do you think you could ask Kelley to make me some chili?"
Yeah.
Well, chili's one of my favorite meals because it doesn't have any carbs in it. So I consider it muscle building. Goodness, I don't know.
Goodness.
So I have all of the tomato juices or the tomato sauce, the crushed tomatoes, the diced tomatoes are all inside of the pan now.
Wondering how that all fits in there. A lot in there.
I'm really good at making exactly like to the very tippy top of with soup.
You still have to add the beans.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he does that a little bit different too, I think, with the beans.
I saw he uses the Goya beans. Those are good.
The black beans.
The brand is Goya.
So we have now everything cooking together. We have all of the spices. We have all of the tomato. We have all of the peppers and onions cooking down now together in the chili. It's going to all be delicious. It's going to take a little bit longer. So I don't know if we want to finish the video or wait. We have like 10 more minutes until it's ready. But I think we could actually probably talk about some other stuff that we did over the last week, right?
Sure.
What's that?
Oh, we had the
Yeah.
business expo.
So we also attended the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce Business Expo. What did you guys think of it?
There were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
A lot of different.
There were a lot of people. Patsy Cline she sang there, right?
Well, it was I don't think it was the real Patsy.
Oh, I don't
Cline.
know. I just heard that it was Patsy Cline.
Betsy Klein.
Betsy Cline.
Betsy
Right?
Cline.
Was it Patsy Klein, Ashley?
Yeah, it was. But
Yeah.
that-
Oh,
Okay.
so it wasn't Patsy
So it
Cline.
wasn't really Patsy Cline.
I was like, she died? Like,
Yeah.
like after? Or
She was really good, whoever was up
yeah,
there.
she was good.
So we attended the Chamber of Commerce Business Expo, and that's the same day that the article was published from USA Weekly as well.
I like the chamber events because you get to see all the other businesses that are in the area all kind of congregated into one place, and you can walk around and see what they have to offer.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Exciting stuff. We also, so in the very end, I have all of the ingredients. We started with groundhog's meat, about 4 pounds, and we cooked it down, and then we drained it. After that, we added in a stick of butter and about 2 white onions and 3 green peppers that we diced up. We cooked those down until they were nice and soft, and then we added the groundhog's meat back in, which is a 50-50 mix of beef and pork. After we added that back in, we added in all the spices, which is a mixture of basil, parsley, oregano, garlic powder, chipotle pepper, crushed red pepper, chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, and fresh red chilies. Ooh. So after I mixed all that together, then I put in crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, and it's all cooking together right now. on the stove. Once that's nice and warm, I'm going to put in my beans. I have a mixture of Goya, which is Kelly's favorite type of bean,
It is.
Goya, black beans, and kidney beans. But I want it to get real nice and hot so that whenever you mix it together, it doesn't destroy them, you know? That's why I save them to the very end. So,
I would just sit over there stirring and stirring and stirring.
yeah. And in case you missed it earlier, also, we're going to have, with our rice, we're going to do, it's ground groundhog meat chili con carne. So we're going to also put some rice in it. I like to use royal basmati rice that comes in the weird bag from the Walmart.
And how was your week last week?
My week was good.
What
Was
did you do?
good. Set a lot of appointments. Spent a lot of time on the phone.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's nice to talk to the clients.
I had just the normal client interactions, and then I went to a retirement party, and that was fun to go to a retirement party this week.
You've been invited to them before, just wasn't able to go before.
Yeah, this time I was able to go and show up and say hi to everybody. It's surprising how many people I didn't know if I would know people there, but then I walked in and there were like 6 people sitting right at the end of the table that I knew. So it was good to see, you know, clients as well as, you know, the client that had the retirement party. So it was fun. It's like our office. We work together and you get to see them all working together.
Right.
That's fun.
Smells really good.
I actually have a list of people whose my chili is better than,
Oh,
right? My mom specifically, because my dad likes my chili better than hers. My sister also, because she ruined Christmas one year with her cooking.
So that makes your chili better than hers?
Yep, it has to be.
has to be.
And then Kelly,
And mine.
she even said it was better. So we'll have to ask Dan tonight after he tries it.
I've never tasted your chili, so how would I know that yours
We're
is
gonna let
better?
Dan
Oh, you-
taste
you
it,
said
and
that it
Dan
was
will
Oh,
better.
that
tell
you're,
us.
because it's better,
Yeah.
because you spend more time with it.
Has to be better.
You made
I'm
chili
her
for
favorite
Dan?
type of bean. I bet. Right. Is that a chickpea?
Don't put chickpeas in.
Garbanzo bean?
Yeah, no, I don't put those in my chili.
See, I usually like to do 3 different types of beans, but I thought it would be too beany with them because they were the bigger cans.
Beanie.
So, perfect. How long have we been on this video now?
That'd be like 24, 25 minutes. I feel like we should invite
So,
people.
guys, I want to invite you also, if anyone is in Indiana right now, if you get here before 5 o'clock, I have a bowl of chili for you.
Yep.
So, you have an hour and 9 minutes till the chili kitchen closes.
There's only so much sour cream, though, so.
No, we have another one.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. From our baked potato bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Perfect. So guys, the chili's pretty much ready. It's still going to cook down a little bit. I'm going to add the kidney beans and the black beans into the chili.
What? And how are you
It's like-
gonna stir that?
Yeah, very carefully.
It'll go down. It'll fit.
Skill.
Yeah, he's fine.
You have to be
my
careful
gosh.
once you get to the very end.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So close.
Oh no.
It would have been funny if he called it a flower.
Towel on fire. I had a fire in my kitchen the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about the fire in your kitchen, Kelly.
So I was tired after work, and I was cooking dinner, and I turned on the wrong burner, and there was something else sitting on another burner that was glass, and so it heated up too quickly, and it exploded, and then caught fire.
Fire
Luckily
hazard
my-
101, don't
Yeah.
leave anything sit on your stove.
Dan left it sitting. Dan left it sitting there. And then luckily my son was there because it was a grease fire and I couldn't remember how to put out a grease fire. So,
We have electric, so it's hard to catch stuff on fire with an electric. Although I did.
mine's electric. And
Really?
it's the flat one. But because it exploded, it just like, I don't know. It was crazy, yeah. It was really crazy.
Good story.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a great storyteller.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, I want to thank you guys for watching us make chili. It was a fun time. I hope you made it the whole way through every minute and second of this entire video because there's some really good tidbits in there.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't watched everything completely, you should go back and watch it again. I don't want you to miss anything. Great week, huh, Galen?
It's a great week. And
Yeah?
just remember, we all have 6 more weeks of winter. because
Yes, to look
he-
forward
No,
to.
hold on. Did he see it?
Yeah,
He
so
saw it. So there is
there's
6 more weeks.
weeks of winter.
6 more weeks
Okay,
of winter.
but statistically, he's wrong more than he's right.
Right, so
He's right only like 30% of the time.
go with the opposite.
We
So
have
it's just
snow this year.
William this morning said he's been 50-50 over the past 3 years.
Nope, there's a whole website dedicated to it. If you go back,
Nope.
like if you go back from the very beginning of time, he's right like 33% of the time. Yeah.
But
So,
people put on top hats and bows and go pull out a groundhog. So
yeah,
it's
I'm
fun.
not knocking it. I made chili today because of it. So,
Right.
groundhog chili. So, you heard it here first, folks. Right?
Or not.
Or not.
first.
Or not.
Or like 40th.
Well, if they didn't check up on Groundhog's Day.
True.
Yeah.
True. Then they heard it here first.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much for coming to watch us. Have a great week. If anybody wants a bowl of chili, we're going to be serving some chili. So we also actually put our chili, we're going to put a little bit of sour cream on it. We're going to put a little sharp cheddar on it. But we're all going to have a bowl of chili right now and see how it is. So thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.